As the pen and pencil said to the young student, right is right. And that's what we're talking about this week on Smart Parents, Smart Kids. This and this. Old and new. You know how long these things have been around? All the way back to the 16th century. Of course, that's the 1500s. In those days, these were called graphite sticks. This PC keyboard, it's been around since 1981. That was the year MTV started. Ever wonder what commoners had to watch for entertainment in the 16th century? Back then, they had public executions. That's no joke, but they could keep track of how many with their handy graphite stick. That's enough about back when combs were made of wood, bone, or ivory. Now, in this high-tech age of ours, we want to discuss which of these is more sophisticated, this 15-cent pencil or this $21 keyboard. I hope you're asking what's the context for sophisticated. By now, you know me, you know this show, and you know we're looking at it neurally, meaning what's best for the brain. Is there a difference in how the brain works when we're using this or this? Yeah, there is. And that's our topic. This episode is sort of a response to what many U.S. schools haven't been doing, and that's cursive. It went out the window all over the country after the introduction of Common Core standards in 2010. It's hard to believe, but those national standards didn't expressly mention cursive writing. But keyboarding skills? Yeah, you know, priorities. With keyboarding skills, the kids can feast on the social media beast and then use those skills later when they get that cubicle job. Signing your name? Who needs that? Why do I need to learn to scribble when I do everything on my phone? Well, there's good reason. And I'm pleased to report cursive is making a comeback in schools. Education Week says that as of August this year, 2025, 24 states are requiring cursive be taught in grammar school. Why the resurgence? It could be findings from recently published research. Research that tells you some very important things if you're a parent. Let's get right to the meat of it. Quote, "We urge that children from an early age must be exposed to handwriting activities in school to establish the neuronal connectivity patterns that provide the brain with optimal conditions for learning." That quote is the fifth line in a study published last year in the journal Frontiers in Psychology. The study's titled "Handwriting, but not Typewriting, Leads to Widespread Brain Connectivity." It's by scientists at the Norwegian University of Science and Technology. They said, whoa, wait a minute. Yeah, keyboards for kids are less demanding and less frustrating than handwriting. But what we need to look at is, are they better for learning? Their study investigated the neurobiological differences related to writing and typewriting in the young adult brain using high-density EEG. What's EEG? That's recording the electrical activity of the brain using electrodes that are placed on the scalp. Multiple studies have shown handwriting training improves spelling accuracy, memory and recall, and facilitates letter recognition and understanding. But what does this do to your brain that this doesn't? The Frontiers in Psych study found that handwriting stimulates more of your brain, resulting in the formation of more complex neural network connectivity. It's more neural activity that involves larger areas in the brain than typing on a keyboard. Keyboarding doesn't activate these neural networks the same way that handwriting does. So this means what, Singer? It means when you're handwriting, your brain is more engaged and yields knowledge advantages. Quoting here, "The ongoing substitution of handwriting by typewriting in almost every educational setting may seem somewhat misguided, as it could affect the learning process in a negative way."